Viewer discretion is advised.
Alright, Peep game, y'all. So recently I've been doing some digging into what anime to watch before Jujutsu Kaisen comes back with the Shibuya art. And I hope I'm saying it right this time, since on my last video y'all flamed me in the comments for how I pronounced it. Look bruh, I majored in niggonomics, so I pronounce things a little different. But since then, I've been catching up on an anime series that probably has to be a bona fide legend in the art of throwing hands. And that legend's name is none other than Baki. Now with this show, every fight is just as crazy and ridiculous as the last one, and they take things way over the top in ways I never imagined was possible. But with this new season, things just got a whole lot wackier. And be ready, because I'm definitely gonna highlight some of these fights in the These Hands Are Rated M for Mature series I got coming next. But today, we're gonna be taking a look at the man whose hands predate the Stone Age on that land before time type beat. I've seen all kinds of shit when it comes to anime, but I've never seen a nigga from the Geico commercials going toe to toe with dudes who are able to box up Mike Tyson. Rumor has it, my nigga's able to save you 15% or more on your car insurance, no cap. And today fam, we're gonna be taking a look at the cannibal caveman from 800 BC, Pickle. So sit back, grab your shawty and your snacks, cause we about to go in on this one. Now I know what you might be wondering, where did this man get a crazy ass name like Pickle? Well, it's said that my nigga was pushing P with Fred Flinstone and Bedrock, and his nickname in the streets used to be Pickle. He even got it tatted across his chest in Caveman. So it starts off with these group of guys mining rocks underneath Jurassic Park and discovering a man and a T-Rex both frozen like they're auditioning for the new Ice Age movie. Now from the look of things, it looks like the T-Rex was on the hunt for its next meal before meeting an icy doom. But in reality, is this nigga Pickle the one who's hunting down the T-Rex? You already know my nigga is the king of the jungle if he's the one hunting down a T-Rex the size of Godzilla. So they thought him out, and we get introduced to Albert Einstein and these group of scientists, including this one nigga who looks like Ginthru from Hunter x Hunter, just with a lower fade. What an extraordinary find. This will truly earn me another Nobel Peace Prize. And that red Lamborghini I've had my eye on for a minute. But one thing for certain is, this must remain a secret. Even though this is truly a groundbreaking discovery, it must never reach the ears of the public. But Doc, why not? Nigga, are you stupid? You should know that spreading this news will carry catastrophic effects on society as we know it. But Doc, that nigga ain't even alive. I say we bring him back and introduce him to modern society. Besides, the caveman bitches from back then ain't as thick as they are now. Nigga, are you God? No. No, I didn't think so. Bringing life should only be kept in the hands of God, and since you ain't him, we have nothing more to talk about. And y'all really think that nigga listen? Hell nah. So they place Pickle in a cryogenic chamber like he's Wolverine from X-Men and have him under surveillance for 40 days and 40 nights. And they put Ginthru to watch over him. I'm smoking on that fossil fuel, nigga. Damn, I'm not me when I'm hungry. No lie, this bitch tastes like steak. Steak. I could go for some steak. Hold up, I think we got steak in the pack. So this nigga gets the bright idea to go into Dexter's laboratory, cut off a piece of the T-Rex, and fry that bitch up like he's serving it with a side of yams and macaroni. Nigga, where you think you at? The South? But unbeknownst to everyone, the smell of soul food travels across the kitchen into the cryo lab and wakes up P almost in an instant. Nigga woke up like he smelled his mama cooking. Hell yeah. I'm about to fuck this shit up. Damn, this kind of tastes like chicken. I wish I had some Louisiana to put on this to give it that twang. Huh? Oh shit. How is this nigga awake? How is he moving? Am I dreaming? That nigga looks hungry. He looks pissed too. Should I shank his ass? Nah, that ain't gonna do no good. Grab the strap, grab the strap. He's a caveman, so he doesn't know I can blow his shit back to the Stone Ages. Wait, hold up. What is this nigga doing? Damn, he just took all my meat down his throat and he didn't even swallow. Wait, I think I'm next. Ew, this nigga kinda stinks. And he needs to put some pants on. There are kids watching this show. Don't worry, I got something for his ass. This shit'll teach him not to touch my meat without my permission. Wait, now he's growling at me. I think he's gonna try to have me for lunch. Wait right there, Tarzan. Take another step, and I'm sending you back to the land before time. This is called a blicky, okay? It can really hurt you. Nigga, he doesn't understand a single word I'm saying. Let me shoot at his feet real quick to scare him. Yeah, that'll work. Nah, nigga, that didn't work. Pickle teleports behind this man and he starts busting off shots at point blank range like he's Clayton. Did that shit work? Baka, that didn't do shit. Pickle takes those Johns and slings them back like they're a couple of pebbles and one of them hits my man's dead in the shoulder. Then he pisses on himself and takes off running before trying to fire more shots, but my boy, that shit ain't working. Shit tragic, new paddock, nigga shoulda hopped in the automatic. Lord, this is the end for me. 30 years old, and I still never touched any coochie. I guess this is how things end. Pee? What does this nigga have to piss? Damn, this nigga's breath stink as shit. I think he's trying to talk to me or something. Well, at least I know he ain't trying to murk me. Damn, bro, you got knocked the fuck out. Bro got lucky though because he was able to somehow limp to the freezer chamber where they're keeping the T-Rex. And just before Pickle was about to rip him a new asshole, he smells that T-Rex while Genthu locks the door behind him. Damn, if that wasn't a close call, then I don't know what is. So later on that day, the authorities and this nigga who looks like he's a part of the Men in Black arrive to take Pickle into custody, but Albert Einstein is like, nigga, is this all you got? You gonna need the Army, the Air Force, and the Navy to take this nigga down. But it's too late for that, Gramps, because this nigga already broke out of the lab. He starts tweaking from sipping too much chemical X. And he runs up on these niggas like he's the Hulk in the 012 Avengers and starts going on a rampage flanking cars like I used to do with my Hot Wheels. Beat that, nigga. So now the Army finally comes in and they deploy a nigga using the same mech suit from Crash Bandicoot The Wrath of Cortex. And his mission was to take in Pickle alive. But let's just say things didn't go according to plan because as soon as they stepped into the paint, Pickle blew a hole in this man's chest and he's like, take him back alive? Fuck that. I'm about to spin a block on this fool. And he tries to get Pickle a purple nurple, but that shit backfired and he started spinning like he's playing Wheel of Fortune. And his prize was a ass whooping. So as a last resort, the Army sends in Snake from Metal Gear Solid who gets butt booty bucket naked just to get on level terms with Pickle. I guess it's an honor among men to befriend each other while their nuts are hanging out. And now that you all had a little taste of Pickle, it's finally time to take a look at the havoc this man was causing all throughout the streets. Now when I tell y'all shit gets real in this next scene, I mean things escalate real quick. No lie, my first time watching this left me in pure shock. And I was watching this in the office, so needless to say, I was lucky I didn't get fired that day. So now we move over to this man Pickle stepping into the building and walking into the club like,
I walk around the club, fuck everybody, and all my niggas got that heat, I feel like Pat Riley, yeah.
Keep in mind, he's surrounded by TMZ and bodyguards who's making sure a nigga won't run up on him and snatch his chain. But what came next left the whole world in shock. Shawty right here ran up on Pickle like she's a groupie trying to ride his meat, but Pickle took what I just said literally and got busy with Shawty live on camera. Nigga, I'm talking about a nationwide broadcast. I'm talking live on Fox 5 News, CNN, MSNBC. Bruh, cut the broadcast. What are y'all doing? And the whole time he was deep off in those guts, they could not stop this man. They tried stomping him out in all black Timbs and everything, but my man was not fazed in the slightest. Yo, you already know I got a sensitive got of this for YouTube, bruh. I mean, this shit is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, Pickle violated old girl in the worst way possible. And when he was done, he does one out of the two things niggas always do once they're done piping out abroad. This nigga just lays down to take a nap right there in the middle of the floor. You know the poom poom good when that shit knocks you out faster than a punch from Mike Tyson. It's always one of two things niggas do once they're done beating up the box. One, knock out and take a mean ass nap and wake up feeling like a whole new man. Or two, have your girl go to the kitchen and fix you a mean ass sandwich. And trust me, if you beat the poom poom up right, she ain't gonna have no problems doing it. And fellas, if you with your shawty right now watching this video, well, it is what it is because she already know I'm speaking straight facts. You just ain't hitting it right, my boy. Nah, but in all seriousness, we can obviously see what type of nigga Pickle really is. The anime did the right thing making him a dark-skinned nigga because that's the exact energy he gives off. So after the horrible incident that took place at Haneda Airport, they shipped this man Pickle off to a fortified government facility that looks like some shit straight out of Call of Duty, equipped with an electric fence, armed guards, and everything. Everything seems legit, right? Well, on the inside, they had this nigga Pickle cooped up in this small ass box with a tree growing out the middle of it, a dirty ass tire attached to some string, a fish pond with no fish in it since he ate all those bitches, and this fake ass cardboard cutout dinosaur looking like they stole that bitch out of McDonald's. Nigga, this shit looks like my childhood. So the one and only demon daddy himself, Yujido, pulls up to the scene like he's pulling up the Magic City, but the security won't let him in.
If you got a scrap, you better be ready to use that bitch.
I don't know what came over them. It's like they just turned into NPCs or something, and the next thing I know, they start attacking each other. And then the last nigga just started punching himself in the face since there was no one else around the box. And then the bit nigga just walked past them like nothing happened. And they just kept going until
Chill out. Now I know y'all had to do what y'all had to do in your best interest after your dumbass homie had the nerve to put his hands on me. Cause only God knows some heads were gonna roll tonight. But y'all good. I'm in a good mood, so all is forgiven.
Dog, this nigga had them so shook they started attacking themselves and each other as the only way of saying sorry for fucking up. That's how you know my mans is a bona fide demon. So all the Goonies from the previous seasons break into the prison and gather in one place to throw hands with Pickle because they heard that his hands were valid. I'm talking everybody including Eye Patch, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Spike Lee, Eminem with a do-rag, and this one annoying ass nigga hanging off the roof who I hated all throughout the last season. Talk about commitment. The Rock kicks the tree Pickle is in and causes him to wake up, and again, just like any nigga would do, this nigga wakes up and the first thing he does is take a piss and sprays the entire room and everybody in that bitch. Dog, ain't no fucking way, my boy. This nigga letting off entire gallons, and how much you wanna bet one of these niggas got piss off in their mouth on that R. Kelly type beat? Bruh, this nigga has to be uncircumcised the way he's just letting that shit fly everywhere.
Pause.
But wait, that's not all. Yujido enters the chat and he's like,
Yo, Pickle. Welcome to the future, my boy. AKA my world. Now, I know you don't want to fight any of these bitches in this room here now, do you?
oh, so you must be including yourself in this group too, huh?
Nah, I'm specifically talking about you. See, this is why nobody likes your punk ass to begin with. Not even your bitch ass daddy standing over there as quiet as a mouse because he knows I'm just saying exactly what everybody else is thinking. Now take your dumb ass back to 8 Mile before I swing off on you. Oh, you wanna puff up your chest? What you gonna do, little nigga? If you gon' flex, flex! Go ahead, take the first swing, nigga. Because if you don't, I swear you about to be carried out in a body bag, bitch. Who you calling a bitch? Your shoelaces were untied. Now take those fake ass Adidas out of here and step, nigga. You in grown folks' business.
This man Yujiro is one cold ass nigga. So after Lil Bro and Eminem and sending his ass back to 8 Mile, he walks up to a bulletproof glass door and is like, I'm coming in. And one of the niggas try to hand him the keys, but he's like,
nah, I don't need it.
And he starts busting out the plastic because he's feeling brand new and walks straight through the door like he's walking through a pile of saran wrap. So he daps this nigga up and the earth starts shaking with the amount of black Air Force energy radiating throughout the atmosphere, and Yujiro flips Pickle on his ass, but the fight gets stopped by G.I. Joe, who didn't want the facility to end up in shambles from these two niggas scrapping. Now after all the great lengths these niggas went through just to box Pickle and everything else that has happened up to this point, the real question remains, can this nigga box though? Well, man, do I have some things to show y'all. So the first person to step into the Terror Dome to throw hands with my boy Pickle is my boy Long Fang, straight out of Ba Sing Se. They post up in the paint and Pickle is the one to start things off by slapping the hell out of that nigga and sending him flying back 50 yards.
See, I told you, that nigga is cooked.
But wait, hold your horses. My man Fang comes back with a
Dynamical entry.
straight into Pickle's face. Give him a little bit of ponytail, some ponytail. Now sit your ass down.
I just hit this nigga with all my might and he just gets up crying? This nigga is calling me soft. I bet. Taekwon weave. Ichi. Huh. Huh. Hai-chun. Huh.
I know I got this nigga's brain bumping back and forth like that baddie I seen on Instagram. This nigga ain't hard. I got this shit in the bag. Damn, homie, he pimp slapped the shit out of you. But that ain't even the worst part. He picks this man up like he's about to rock him to sleep, looks him in the eyes with tears of joy, and takes a bite out of this nigga's shoulder like he's trying to take a bite out of the last piece of Popeye's chicken. Bruh, I know that feeling way too well. That last piece that's been sitting in the fridge for about 2 days be hitting different. Bruh, this man is just here chewing this shit like he's chewing on some Hubba Bubba, and Long Fang is like, how dare you chew on my shit like it's a pack of 5 gum? And he tries to hit him with some Tai Chi, but Pickle slaps that nigga to the ground and leaves him gushing. So Long Fang decides to abandon his name, all of his martial arts skills, and over 4,000 years of history in order to put his all into this one attack. Bruh, you dead ass? This nigga really said, hood breathing 5th form, beat a nigga's ass. And Pickle is just literally standing there confused as hell as to what's going on. Bruh, if even the caveman doesn't know what's going on, that's how you know you down bad, my boy. So Pickle's like, alright, I'm tired of this shit. Let me knock this nigga out real quick. But my boy's AI was set to automatic counter and he's able to keep up toe to toe with Pickle before coming in with the dynamic entry straight to the chin. This is where my boy Fang starts to connect with the inner hood nigga in him and finally comes to accept that dog that's been lying dormant within him. And then he starts turning up on Pickle, matching him blow for blow before grabbing his hair with his toes and making him smell his stank ass feet and hitting him with a meat check so clean, it even made my jaw tingle. As you expect, that shit put Pickle on his ass. But not for long because he tries to go in for the finishing blow, but Pickle springs back into action and assumes the back shot position. I mean, the dog position, or whichever one you prefer. And he posts up like the cart titan to send this nigga to hell and knocks him through the ring faster than they did me in a Smash Bros tournament. And as the cherry on top, Pickle's like, we made a bet. Now it's time to pay up. So he decides to take this man's foot off and starts eating it like a turkey leg from the state fair. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. And this is only the first fight. So in the case of Pickle versus Long Fang, Pickle wins. Trust me, it gets crazier from here. So after his encounter with Long Fang and turning my mans into Ed from Full Metal Alchemist, Pickle is hungry for more competition and more human flesh. This nigga got accustomed to living like a titan and having niggas for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So now The Rock enters the fray, and the very sight of this overgrown pill popper leaves the hairs on the back of Pickle's neck standing and his muscles shaking. He's thinking in his mind, man, this nigga is thick, and sees him as nothing more than an overstuffed turkey. Then The Rock posts up, causing his arm to grow twice the size in this one scene, and comes at him with a full force lariat to try to take off his head top. But this nigga's defense stats are so high, he barely flinched. So he says, let's try a different approach. And he pulls out his fresh ass all white veneers like they were a pair of Air Force Ones and says, let's have a bite off. Nigga, you sure you wanna do that? This man literally used to chew alligator skin like it was bubble gum. I don't think you wanna go toe to toe with this man's choppers. But he goes for it anyway and goes in for what I think has to be the hardest tongue kiss I've ever seen in my life. Man, what the hell am I even looking at this point? This nigga Pickle lifts this man off his feet with only his mouth and starts playing Ring Around the Rosie before tossing him to the side after chewing off his entire lower jaw. Bruh, oh my god. Then he takes the skin and gobbles it up like he's eating that crunchy ass chicken skin they used to serve at churches. Bruh, I had to put my food down while I was watching this. You would think The Rock would tap out at this point, but he's like,
I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it, cause I'm a gremlin!
And he chin checks the shit out of Pickle, all for that shit to do absolutely zero damage. This nigga thinks he's still in the WWE. Then Pickle goes in to give him the smackdown, but that fake perk finally kicks in and he weaves him so hard, it sends that nigga airborne, causing him to crash into the side of the arena. And just when you thought he got the ring out, The Rock goes back in to suplex this nigga into the ring and delivers a falcon punch before he power drives him in these fresh ass J's with the straps on the side like he's Kimbo Slice. And after he puts my man's face in the dirt, he lifts him up by the hair and gives him the Mike Tyson treatment by biting his ear off and spinning it back at him like, that shit was trash. This nigga went from playing WWE to celebrity deathmatch. So then The Rock thought shit was sweet and goes in with a hard ass right jab, but Pickle didn't even flinch and starts bedrocking his man's jaw and dribbling him like he's a basketball before cracking his skull and leaving him with 99 fractures that the dentist can't even fix. And then this nigga Pickle starts hopping around like an idiot, like he's Odin from One Piece, and goes in to have his last meal. But before he does, he realizes something's off and walks away instead. What could be so off that it would stop this caveman from enjoying a nice bowl of fruity pebbles? I don't see what you niggas are scared of. No, wait, Pops! Oh man, this nigga still had one more move left in the chamber. Even after being knocked out, he planned on giving Pickle a wet willy that would go so deep it was gonna hit his medulla oblongata. Bruh, that shit would have been gruesome. That just served as The Rock's last fuck you before throwing in the towel. And in the case of The Rock versus Pickle, Pickle wins. Whew. That last fight was something that will go down in history. This man Pickle came in rocking niggas world with some of the best hands since the Stone Ages. And to top it all off, that wasn't even the full extent of what he could do. Will anyone ever be able to step up to stop this beast? Or will he continue to hold the reins to the title of King of the Jungle? I guess we'll have to wait and see to find out.